welcome to the Lines and Tarot. It's your host, the Lioness, and today we are going to be doing a reading on GOT7. We're going to be reading on GOT7 for basically what their career path will be for the month of November and the month of December. So GOT7, step into the den. So starting with the month of November, we have, I actually drew from two different tarot decks, interestingly enough. But let's start with the oracles. I'm going to go ahead and put this to the side. And I'm going to put these up here until I'm ready to use them. Okay, so we have recognition, motivation, and express your inner truth. And so the tarot we have are, let me make sure I put it in order. 8 of Pentacles, 3 of Cups, 3 of Wands, and then Queen of Pentacles. And so what I kind of feel like for GOT7 in the month of November, I do believe GOT7 is dropping a song, so I do see their hard work paying off to a degree. I do see their hard work paying off, but I also see kind of a stagnantness, like coming after a minute, like something where it takes off and then it kind of flatlines. And I kind of see them waiting to see more of a bigger result, like where you think it's going to get bigger and it doesn't necessarily get bigger. And I'm seeing them kind of waiting for that result to come about and it not doing so. But I do see them making a decent amount of money. I do see them getting more, possibly more views than they've done even in the last comebacks. I do see that happening. They could also be having some traveling. But I'm also seeing disappointment. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of disappointment. It's like at first everything goes well, and then we have the 5 of Cups, 3 of Cups again, but in reverse, and then we have the King of Swords in reverse. So it's almost like it just goes really bad. It goes south. Something that, because I think what it is for them is they just feel like they're not getting enough recognition for all of their hard work. Okay? So it's like they want to be happy about the smaller successes that they make, the smaller strides that they make, but in the end they kind of feel like it's not enough because they're like waiting for more. They're like, okay, you know, they're waiting for more, and when they don't receive, you know, more, it kind of leads them to be a little bit disappointed, which is why we also have the 3 of Cups back again, but in reverse. So it seems like they seem a bit disappointed in the end. And so it's hard, especially with recognition and motivation. It's very difficult for them because they feel like they, like I was saying before, deserve more recognition, and it's hard for them to keep motivated. And they don't want to come out and just say, hey, we've been in the game this long and we're, you know, even though we're kind of successful, I feel like we should be doing better by now. They're just, you know, it's something that's difficult for them to say. But that's how they feel. So we have some words that I pulled, and let's see. We have delusion, feeling, repression, and sacrifice. What in the world? I'm sorry, my cat. Delusion, feeling, repression, and sacrifice. So it seems like I feel like I had this sort of similar thing going on for NCT. It's kind of like they want to pretend like everything is okay and they're staying afloat just fine. But this feeling of repression, this feeling of being held back, this feeling of not being able to push forward and push past this benchmark that they've set for themselves, or this benchmark that is the standard in K-pop. They feel like they've been sacrificing a lot more and not really getting anything out of it. So it's a lot of bitterness, a lot of bitter emotions that are going on, rightfully so. You know, when you've just, you've been going for so long and you feel like you haven't received that kind of recognition that you want. So there's a lot of feelings going on. Some of them are trying to still be happy, but in the end, they're going through a lot. And I feel like it's a lot of insecurities as well. So for Agassiz, let me know what you think, if that makes sense to you. I'm so sorry if you hear my cat in the background. She's playing with everything that she can get her hands on, her paws on. So Archangel Gabriel, in the month of December, we have the card for new project. And then we have Two of Swords, Four of Cups, Knight of Pentacles, Eight of Swords. It is going to be the same routine. So if GOT7 releases, like, let's say, let me turn up my music so you don't hear my cat. So if GOT7 releases, let's say maybe they do a Christmas album or Christmas music video or a Christmas special, maybe some little solo work, like, they're still going to have the same effect of it not really being supported as much as they want. And then it's like back to this waiting game. And, you know, there are going to be some offers of other things, you know, of better things. But with the Knight of Pentacles here, it's telling me that it's going to be the same thing over and over again. Like, there's not going to be much progression. The Eight of Swords is here as well. And I kind of feel like this goes in a little bit with this delusion here. You're trying to pretend that you don't see things that may be wrong, or trying to pretend like, you know, you're not seeing that there needs to be improvement or there needs to be change. So the next row of tarot that I pulled from the Revel Art deck has Six of Cups in reverse and then the Tower. So yeah, it's kind of like, it just doesn't, it's not, the next 2 months are really not going to be the greatest of months for GOT7. Like, and it's not that they're going to, like, their success is going to be bad, because it's not. It's just not going to be up to the standards that they want it to be. And like I said, when you've been in the game so long, you expect a certain amount of love, or you expect a certain amount of, let's say, views. I'm just throwing things out there, for example. So it's just like they feel like, almost like we're not doing, like we're not getting enough out of all that we're putting out here. Aggression, the words, density, ecstasy, denial. Hold on, let me move these cards so I can spread them out properly. Okay, so aggression, density, ecstasy, denial. Aggression, density, denial, ecstasy, support, overriding, clarity, generational pattern. I just put them in any order, and how I feel like it's kind of like, again, this bitterness that they're trying to deny. Okay, there is a sort of what's the word? Resentment, I guess. There is a bitterness. It's like there's anger, there's denial of, you know, maybe something having to do with their growth and their progress musically. Density and ecstasy are here as well. So, you know, I feel like with support and overriding, so it's like density and support is just like, I feel like it's more like not that they're not appreciating the support that they have now. and not realizing the support they have now, because they do. But I feel like towards the end of the month, it's going to be like more of, it's going to be more like, not that they're disappointed in the support that they have now, but more like they're disappointed in the lack of extra support, like I've been saying. So we also have Ecstasy overriding. Now, I'm not sure why the Ecstasy is there, but maybe they do get back on their feet eventually, emotionally, by the way, emotionally. But I do see it being like, with clarity and generational pattern and overriding, I feel like it's more like they're noticing that this is happening continuously, like year after year after year after year. They're not making the progress that they want to make. And I feel like they see it as like not a generational pattern, but just a yearly pattern, like a career pattern, that it's the same. And they're kind of realizing that, okay? Did they have an album called Ecstasy, by the way? Or a song called Ecstasy? Because I don't know why I'm feeling like they did. Something close to Ecstasy, or something similar to a name like this. I don't know why that's what I'm hearing or feeling like they have something close, an album or a song close to this name. I don't know. I could be tripping, but anyway, I do, with overriding general pattern, I do hope and feel like by next year they will be able to break free of this sort of yearly pattern. Maybe by the end of this year, they will be able to garner a lot more fans, the bigger fan base, a lot more support, you know, a lot more people having them go overseas and requesting for them to perform. So hopefully that is something that gets overrided for GOT7 in the next year. But for the next 2 months, they are going to be going through this sort of emotional set, like roller coaster, or more of, not even a roller coaster, but emotions are going to kind of be going downhill with feeling not appreciated. So for GOT7, make sure you show a lot of love to GOT7. You know, support, stream their music video when it drops and everything. Just show them a lot of love, because I just feel like they're going to be, especially in the month of December, kind of feeling really down. So yeah, that's what I have for GOT7. Let me know what you guys think. And until next time, guys, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, follow me on Twitter, follow me on Tumblr. Anything else that you need should be in the description box below. All right, bye-bye.